Hi, I'm Caroline Walsh, the Senior Vice President for Program Development at CEA. I've been with CEA for over 20 years, and during this time, I've thoroughly enjoyed watching our field grow and evolve. Like many of you, I studied abroad as a college student, for me in Spain and Latin America, and found myself wondering, what am I going to do with my professional career? It turns out that international education was the perfect fit.
Hi, I'm Sarah Troy. I'm our Director of Program Development Initiatives, and I've been with CEA for about 10 years. And I too studied abroad, but I was in France. And at the time, I wanted to be a high school French teacher. But it was after my year abroad that I realized that secondary education just wasn't a good fit for me. However, I eventually found my path within higher education and ultimately within international education. And between the two of us, we've developed countless programs here at CEA. And today we want to share with you a glimpse into our process.
While there are many facets to consider when we develop our programs, one of the most important is listening to our US partners. And we do every step of the way. From the inception and vetting of an idea to the development and implementation, we value your voice. We understand the importance for students to be able to take courses abroad that fulfill their degree requirements while still gaining an international perspective. This is what we strive to do when we create programs. A great example of how we demonstrated this value is in the creation of our engineering programs. Sarah, will you share a bit with how our engineering programs came about?
I'd love to. Our engineering programs are some of my favorite to talk about because they really evolved organically. And it was our first time venturing into such a notoriously challenging discipline with regards to study abroad. We'd received a request from one of our partners, Texas Tech University. The Whitaker College of Engineering at TTU had recently implemented an international requirement for students to complete their engineering degree, and they wanted program options that weren't just faculty-led. So we rose to the occasion. We talked with the study abroad staff within the College of Engineering to understand their needs, such as locations, coursework, price point, etc. From there, the hard work began. Knowing that this program would appeal to other universities, we wanted to ensure that we could create something that would work for TTU, but also for the masses. So we spent hours reviewing and analyzing degree plans, vetting our study center locations to determine which ones could best support engineering curriculum, and then sharing our findings and recommendations back to a broader set of our US partners to ensure that we were moving in the right direction.
Sarah, I do recall the many conversations we had on the phone, at conferences, and campus visits about possible courses and locations, and marrying the needs of our US partners with our strengths on site. Once we identified our program models and added them to our website, we thought we'd be able to take a breather. But it turns out it was just the start. As more of our US partners expressed interest in our engineering programs, the more nuanced our work became to meet all of their similar, but sometimes slightly different needs. But this type of work has only strengthened our program development process. It's allowed us to truly identify the academic needs of our US partners and students and to be very intentional in the development of our programs.
Totally agree. When students are able to see themselves in our programs and find the coursework they need in a location that brings it to life, it makes our work very satisfying. In many ways, I find our work to be a little bit like playing Tetris, a game I still love even today. We're trying to take all of the pieces and be deliberate in how they come together. And the voices of our US partners and students is the key to making it all work.
We want to say thank you to all of you that have helped over the years. Your insight has informed so much of what we have done. We couldn't do this without you. We are always interested in hearing from our partners and welcome emails and phone calls to discuss new ideas. We look forward to hearing from you.
What I like most about working with CEA on developing courses and programs is the collaborative nature of CEA. If there is a specific course I need or it needs to have certain components, they're very, very easy to work with when talking about those needs that I have or that my students have. If there's a specific site or a specific component of an area that I want to work into the program or into the course, they're very open in discussing those opportunities and how we can make that work together.